Cats often get a bad rap for being aloof and unemotional. This perception has been perpetuated by countless media portrayals, where cats are shown as solitary creatures who prefer their own company over that of humans. They are frequently portrayed as independent creatures who only grace us with their presence for food and shelter. This image of the indifferent cat has become so ingrained in our culture that many people believe it to be an undeniable truth. However, this stereotype couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, cats are complex animals with a wide range of emotions and behaviors that often go unnoticed or misunderstood. While cats are indeed independent, they are also deeply emotional beings capable of forming strong bonds with their human companions. They show affection in ways that are subtle yet profound, such as rubbing against your leg or nuzzling their face against yours. They have unique ways of expressing their emotions, and understanding these nuances is key to nurturing a deeper connection with our feline friends. For instance, a cat making prolonged eye contact with you is a sign of trust and affection. Cats may not apologize in the way humans do, with verbal acknowledgments of wrongdoing and promises to do better. Instead, they might avoid eye contact or hide behind furniture when they sense they've upset you. However, they possess a sophisticated repertoire of behaviors that signal remorse and a desire to mend fences. Bringing you a toy or sitting close to you after doing something wrong are their ways of making amends. These actions are not driven by guilt, as humans experience it, but by a fundamental need to maintain harmony and strengthen the social bonds they share with their loved ones. Cats are social animals, and their interactions with us are far more meaningful than we often give them credit for. By paying closer attention to their behaviors and understanding their emotional cues, we can foster a more fulfilling and loving relationship with our feline companions. To understand feline apologies, we must first learn to speak their language. Cats communicate primarily through body language, scent, and vocalizations. Each subtle gesture, from a flick of the tail to a soft chirp, carries meaning. By paying attention to these cues, we can gain valuable insights into their emotional state and motivations. For example, a cat's purr, often associated with contentment, can also be a sign of anxiety or a request for reassurance. Slow blinking, often referred to as a cat kiss, is a gesture of trust and affection. Head bunting, where a cat rubs its head against you, is a way of marking you with their scent and claiming you as part of their social group. These are just a few examples of the many ways cats communicate their emotions. A raised tail, often accompanied by a slight quiver, is a feline greeting, signifying a happy and confident cat. Kneading, a behavior reminiscent of kittens stimulating milk flow from their mothers, is a sign of deep contentment and relaxation. Conversely, flattened ears, dilated pupils, and hissing are clear indicators of fear or aggression, signaling a need for space. Understanding these subtle cues is crucial for properly interpreting a cat's behavior. A cat that is meowing excessively may be trying to communicate hunger, thirst, or a need for attention. A cat that is hiding or avoiding eye contact may be feeling anxious or stressed. Section 4. The absence of guilt. Understanding feline motivation. One crucial distinction to make is that cats do not experience guilt in the same way humans do. Unlike humans, who have a complex understanding of right and wrong, cats operate on a more instinctual level. Their behaviors are not governed by a moral compass, but by immediate needs and responses to their environment. They lack the cognitive capacity for abstract moral reasoning. This means that when a cat does something that might seem bad to us, it is not because they are being naughty or defiant. Instead, they are simply following their natural instincts and learned behaviors. Their actions are primarily driven by instinct, learned associations, and a desire to maintain a predictable and secure environment. For instance, a cat might scratch furniture not to ruin it, but because scratching is a natural behavior that helps them mark their territory and keep their claws healthy. When a cat knocks over a vase, it is not acting out of spite or a sense of mischief. More often than not, the cat is simply exploring its surroundings or reacting to an interesting object. Cats are naturally curious creatures, and this curiosity can sometimes lead to accidents. More likely, it is simply reacting to an enticing stimulus, such as a dangling object or a passing insect. These stimuli trigger their hunting instincts, which are deeply ingrained in their behavior. Even domesticated cats retain these instincts, which can sometimes result in unintended consequences. This is not to say that cats are incapable of understanding cause and effect. They are quite intelligent and can learn from their experiences. For example, a cat might learn that certain actions like scratching furniture or jumping on counters are met with disapproval from their owners. They quickly learn that certain actions like scratching furniture or jumping on counters are met with disapproval from their owners. However, this learning is based on the consequences they experience, not on an understanding of moral right and wrong. However, they do not associate these actions with any inherent moral value. Their understanding is more about avoiding negative outcomes, such as being scolded or not receiving treats, rather than feeling guilty for their actions. Their response to our displeasure stems from a desire to avoid conflict and maintain a positive relationship. Cats are social animals, and they value the bond they share with their human companions. By understanding this, we can better appreciate their behaviors and respond in ways that strengthen our relationship with them. It's also important to note that cats have their own ways of showing affection and seeking attention. They might rub against us, purr, or follow us around the house. These behaviors are their way of communicating and bonding with us. By recognizing and responding to these signals, we can build a stronger, more understanding relationship with our feline friends. This mutual understanding helps create a harmonious living environment where both humans and cats can thrive. Engaging in playtime and providing stimulating activities can also help channel their natural instincts in positive ways. Toys that mimic prey, such as feather wands or laser pointers, can provide an outlet for their hunting behaviors and keep them mentally and physically active. Providing appropriate outlets for their natural behaviors, like scratching posts and climbing trees, can help prevent unwanted behaviors and keep them happy and healthy. Understanding and accommodating their needs is key to a fulfilling relationship with our feline companions. In conclusion, understanding feline motivation requires us to look beyond human concepts of guilt and morality. By appreciating their instincts and behaviors, we can foster a deeper connection and create a loving, supportive environment for our cats. Section 5. Sensing discord. How cats respond to our displeasure. Cats are fascinating creatures, often mysterious and independent, yet deeply connected to their human companions. Understanding how they perceive and react to our emotions, especially negative ones, can help us build a stronger bond with them. Cats are highly attuned to our emotions. They have an incredible ability to pick up on subtle cues in our behavior. This sensitivity is a result of their keen senses and their evolutionary history as both predators and prey. They can sense our displeasure through changes in our tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. For instance, a raised voice or a stern look can immediately alert a cat that something is wrong. This awareness is not just limited to direct interactions. Cats can also sense the overall mood of the household. When a cat senses that it has upset its owner, it may exhibit a range of behaviors that, to the human observer, appear apologetic. These behaviors can include approaching cautiously, avoiding direct eye contact, or even looking guilty near a mess they might have made. It's their way of acknowledging the tension and trying to make amends. These behaviors are not an admission of guilt, but rather an attempt to diffuse tension and restore harmony. Cats are social animals, and maintaining a peaceful environment is crucial for their well-being. By acting in a way that seems apologetic, they are trying to communicate their desire for reconciliation. Some cats may become more affectionate, rubbing against their owners, purring loudly, or even bringing them gifts in the form of toys or prey. This increase in affection is their way of showing that they care and want to mend the relationship. It's a gesture of goodwill, hoping to replace any negative feelings with positive interactions. Others may become more subdued, avoiding eye contact, retreating to a safe space, or acting as if nothing has happened. This behavior can be a coping mechanism, a way for the cat to deal with the stress of the situation. By giving them space and time, we can help them feel secure again. Understanding these responses can help us better communicate with our feline friends. By recognizing their attempts to make peace, we can respond in kind, offering reassurance and affection. This mutual understanding strengthens the bond between cat and owner, creating a harmonious living environment for both.